how you doing today? Welcome to another episode of Home Improvement with Jtrain. I'm Jtrain from Jtrain Home Improvements, LLC. Now, I'm here today in a friend's guest bathroom, and as you might be able to tell, there's some hissing sound going on in this toilet right now. Let's go take a hear. Now, you might be saying, Jtrain, what's going on there? Is there a snake in that toilet? I can assure you over there in TV land that there actually is no snake in this toilet right here. And in fact, in all my years doing home improvement and plumbing, I've only had to deal with reptiles 4 times. And no, that one time was did not involve any kind of crocodiles in the sewers. Anyway, what this hissing sound means right here means that we need to actually fill this fill valve. And what I got here for you today is I actually have a pro fill valve right here that we're going to go ahead and replace. And I thought that on today's episode, I'll show you all how to do that. So let's go ahead and let's get started here. All right, so the first thing that you're going to want to do here, guys, is you're going to want to turn this all the way to the right. This is your main water valve to your toilet. And that is going to shut the water off. And the next thing that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to turn off the toilet and get all that water, excess water in the bowl out. So now that we've shut off the water, let's go ahead and give it a flush. And just wait for all that water to whirl out of here. All right, and as you can hear, we still got that hissing sound, but we don't hear any water filling back up in the bowl. That's a good sign, because now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take out the valve at the bottom and drain the excess water before we start replacing this fill valve. So let's go ahead and let's do that. So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to unscrew the bottom nut right here. I don't know if you can get in there that well, but you know, it's a little tight fit in here today. But we got to open this up right here. And let's just kind of go over some of the hardware I'm going to be using today. So these are grips right here. And the reason why I have these grips is that if you're not careful, plumbing can really do a doozy on your hands and such. You know, and this kind of gives you a good grip. We're going to get in there and we're going to just crank it out until it comes loose. Some nincompoop over here actually went ahead and made this a metal bar. I don't know if you can get in there or not, but ideally what we would have wanted was a hose. So this might be a little difficult to unscrew. Another piece of hardware we're going to have today is your handy dandy trash can. Now what this trash can is going to do is it's going to prevent all this excess water that coming out of the bowl to go all over your floor. One of your little ones could slip, a loved one bang their head on here, and you're talking about the hospital for a plumbing job, and we don't want any of that. So let's see if we can go ahead and get in here and unscrew this. So I'm going to just kind of get on down here. You know, it's for a big guy like me, it can be pretty difficult. So you can see that we have kind of an adjustable little bit here. And this might be a pretty hard part of the job too. You know, gonna go ahead and, there we go. Trying to find a way to get on here. We're gonna see if initially we can unscrew this right here. And there we go. There we go. It's so much easier. I can't even imagine doing this with my hand. And it's already kind of springing a leak here. But that's okay. Plumbing can be a dirty job sometimes. I'm just gonna kind of go ahead and let it ride. Can I hand crank this out? I sure can. So that's open, and as you can see, it's already kind of you know, going off. And I'd like to put the bucket down there right now, but I don't know if that'll be a good idea because I need to get in here. You know, the convention is righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, but that might not be the case all the time in plumbing. So I'm just going to kind of try to finagle this. All right, so we're going to go ahead and open the top right here because it seems as though all the water didn't necessarily drain out, but let's see if we can go ahead and drain the rest of it. As you can see, there was some excess water and it was kind of getting on the floor. You know, so just kind of make sure all the water kind of drains out this way. And this is your old fill valve. And actually what this is, that's where all the noise is coming from right now. So we're going to see if we can go ahead and take out this the top fill valve to replace. And again, plumbing is all about tight fits all the time. We'll go ahead and see if we can unscrew this old one right here. And actually, while I'm at it, let me go ahead and put on some gloves. I might have been at the point of no return already by putting my hand in there, but we're gonna go ahead and make sure I don't get any toilet cooties or anything like that. Be sure you always wear protection, folks. That's an important part of life. So I'm gonna go in here and see if I can unscrew this old fill valve. Let me go ahead and take out this old hardware right here and see if this thing will come out on its own. So there we go. We got the old fill valve out, and we should be able to go ahead and change out the old fill valve to stop the hissing sound. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So as you can see, what we went ahead and we did right here is we took out the old fill valve, and here it is right here. And here's the new fill valve. And what we did was we actually took out the bottom piece of the old fill valve as well, which we're going to go ahead and replace right now. So I went ahead and I went ahead and put this little rubber lip on here, and what that's going to do is it's going to create a block in this toilet bowl when we start putting the water back on. And what I also have to do is once I put it in there, I'm going to have to put this little doohickey on there to stop it and create a seal in between the toilet bowl and the fill valve. So let's go ahead and let's do that. So what I'm going to do is, if you want to zoom in real quick, I'm going to actually, once I get this doohickey back off, I'm going to go ahead and line this up with the hole. Now what I think is important for you to also understand is if you want to tighten this or make it taller, you can hold this little plastic stop right here and spin it, or spin it to loosen it. And I believe I already picked out the height that I want it to be. We'll see what happens, but I'm going to go ahead, and that looks like a good spot for now. And I'm going to go ahead and put this little tightening stop on it over here. So what I've gone ahead and done was I actually tightened it on there. And you can see that there's still a little part where the metal part and the actual fill valve meet. We're going to go ahead and tighten that on there, trying to get in here and finish this off right here. So if you want to come down here real quick and see me finish the tightening job right here. This can be a little finicky right here, but we're going to do it. There we go. It's got a nice catch right there. And boom. So as you can see, I kind of got hit there with the water. That's what happens in plumbing, everybody. But we've got the fill valve in here if you want to walk over here and take a look real quick. And all we got left to do, and you can't hear the hissing sound anymore, what we got left to do is put this little rubber hose from the old one and put it on there. All right, so what I did right here was I went ahead and I took the hose off of the old fill valve, and I'm just going to go ahead and put this, I'm going to use this old part right here. It's a little old, but it's usable, and we're just going to attach it to this end. But first what we're going to do is we have to measure out where we want this hose. So if you come in close, I'm going to go ahead and put the hose, or the new hose, on the new fill valve, and there it is. And what we need right here is we need to cut this to size to fit right here. So my scissors are right over here, and I'm going to go ahead and see about where I'm going to need this to go. So we're going to go ahead and put this in here like so that that'll fill, and move this around like so. And it looks like we're going to need about this much chopped off. So let's go ahead and chop that off. Boom, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go ahead and put this on here, and that should be good to go to fill this toilet seat up, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. So let's take the rest of the hose that we got out right here and go ahead. Now, it looks like we went ahead and we got everything fixed. So let's go ahead and turn the water back on and see what happens. And as you can see, the water is filling right back up again. I'm going to go ahead and fill this hose all the way. And you can see that the water is coming in from the fill valve into here to fill up the toilet. And what this thing is right here is it's a little flotation device. When that flotation device starts to come back up, it's going to turn this thing off. And I think that you can do your adjustments on this fill valve as you will or whatnot. But we're just going to go ahead and wait and see what happens when this water has filled all the way up. And it's just taking its time, and it looks like we're good to go on leaks, that we're not getting any leaks. We're going to have to clean up a little bit of water because we didn't have a regular hose. We just had that metal one, so we had to kind of take the hit and turn this place into a swimming pool for a little bit. But that's fine. That's fine, everybody. We got towels. Nobody ever died by getting too wet, I guess. So, you know, I'm not the Wicked Witch of the West or anything, so let's go ahead and keep it. It's getting to the point now where the flotation device is starting to come right back up. Let's take a look inside this toilet to see if this is filling up as well. And oh, look at that. Look how beautiful that is, everybody. Clean water. Yeah, we went, you know, whoever used this toilet bowl last was a clean person. And there we go, it stopped. And it doesn't seem like there's any hissing anymore. So, ladies and gentlemen, anytime you think that there are like snakes or something in your toilet seat, just go ahead and do that quick fix, or call me at Jtrain Home Improvements. Let's go ahead and get this nice ceramic tile back on here. Got a nice little towel next to me. And make this look a little nice for our client. And there you have it. That has been another episode of Home Improvement with Jtrain. We replaced the fill valve. Have a great rest of your day, everybody, and happy home improvements.